And that blood work says your test was negative. I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to help you and do surgery on you.
Honestly though, Amanda, after multiple surgeries that you've had over the years, every time it seems like you have one, it takes a little longer for you to recover.
Definitely have my concerns. Every surgery you have, there's a risk of death. Worries me because, like, if something happens to me, who's going to look out for my kids? Your biggest fear?
Taking care of the kids, you know, if something happens.
All right, let's talk about it. What's going on, people? What's going on? So, you know, Amanda and Misty have also, they've been on their journey of trying to get the weight loss surgery. They finally got approved, which is fantastic. And then they, you know, are now in a position where they're finally going to have that surgery. And that's something that we're going to get to in a second. But the question that was asked here, you know, pretty much by Chris, or at least the conversation that was brought up, was a very good one, you know. Amanda's somebody, each time she has surgeries, and it's very worrying that she's had too many surgeries, if you ask me. But because she has them, well, when it comes to recovery time, it's not always necessarily the best of recovery times, which is something that definitely needs to be, you know, understood a lot. And also at the same time, the fact that you may lose your life is also something else that also needs to be understood as well. Because I feel like sometimes people go into certain things without research, some people go into certain things without thinking thoroughly about it, and some people just do things and think that's it, wish for the best, which in some situations that works, but in a lot of other situations that is not a good thing, if you know what I mean. So it is good to see that Chris is able to bring this conversation up, because it's something that anyone that is watching, they can look at it and be like, you know what, I have to learn from this, and I've also got to make sure that, you know, I have got certain things in place if anything negative was to happen throughout the procedure, the surgery itself in particular. But the question is though, was the surgery successful?
All done.
How'd you do, Doc?
She's doing great. She definitely had some scar tissue that we had to work through that added a little bit of time.
So the good thing is both Misty and Amanda were both able to have surgery, and both the surgeries were successful. But as I heard the doctor say, some scar tissue was definitely a little bit of an issue when it came to Amanda, because she's had a lot of surgery happening in her body, which isn't a good thing, you know what I mean? But it's good to know that at least they were able to succeed and also to be able to be successful in the surgery. But, you know, I think that was expected anyway, because Dr. Smith has been quite good over the years. We've never had any kind of bad reviews for him, but sometimes things can happen purely because somebody may already have too many complications from a previous surgery, you know what I mean? And sometimes it can be very, very hard for a newer surgeon to actually be able to, you know, amend those issues that somebody else created. So, you know, that's something that we cannot forget. So if you're somebody that's had too many surgeries, you really want to think about whether it's worth having another one or not. You know what I mean? Depending on what surgery that you actually need, of course, because obviously that's where it becomes quite subjective. But either way though, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section, and we will certainly talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.